Today we look forward to next month as we get ready to study the integumentary system, which is the skin. So let's look at some of the products that we're going to need for next month. Hi, I'm Dr. Peter Minke. This is Minke Wellness. And we've been going along with our body systems, and as we get into the next body system for May, we are going to need to look at this differently. Now, what I want to talk to you about what this is going to be, and what this is not going to be in terms of the skin. So a lot of people will say, "Oh, great, let's talk about skin products." And yes, there's some of that. But what we really want to look at is how to have healthy skin, and that's really from the inside as well as the outside. So there's all the things that we've been working toward up till now are going to have an impact on the skin. I mean, how we breathe, how our blood and lymph is going, the digestion and elimination, all will impact the skin. So if you haven't done what's been going before this, you really need to go and do the program as we've designed it here. However, of course, there's going to be stuff we need to learn about the skin that's for the skin and specific to the skin. So, but what this is not is a sort of a replacement for beauty school. I am not a skincare expert and beauty school expert by any stretch. So you're really going to need to still go and get some information. There's a lot of great information out there from distributors and diamonds in the Young Living field, for example, from a standpoint of these Young Living products and how to use them and that kind of thing. You're going to get a much better, that's a better source of information for those kind of products and how to use them. However, like I said, we still have skin products we need to talk about. Okay, so here are the products for next month as we look forward to getting things lined up. And I'm really going to split this into two branches for the person who wants to do the $100 auto ship. For the 100 PV auto ship, if you have not made a change in your personal care products, then that is top priority. We can't just keep toxifying the body. And so we're going to work with the ART system, the age reversing technology, I think is what it's called. And it's the ART system that has a 3-part system: the wash, the moisturizer, and the tonifying. And they've got the 3 products for that. And so that's 109 PV. That takes care of your 100 base, PV order. And so that is critical. If you are using face products and skin products in general that are still really, has a lot of toxins in them and stuff, and we're adding toxins in, that needs to stop. You need to really work on that. So we're going to engage with the ART system. If you're, you really have you don't use a lot of face products anyway, or you've already changed over, then the supplement program or regime that we're going to be using that's going to be supportive of the skin is Omega Gize, and then Vitality Frankincense and Vitality Lavender. Okay, so we're going to take a capsule of lavender and frankincense mixed together as in the Vitality oil, and then we're going to use our Omega Gize product, which has our vitamin D, CoQ10, and fish oil. Fabulous for the skin. So that comes up to 100 PV, those 3 things: the frankincense Vitality, lavender Vitality, and Omega Gize. Now, for the 300 PV option, so back up. On the frankincense and Omega Gize, if you really use them, those are sold in 5 ml bottles, and if you really use this, it really comes out to about 3 drops of each. There's about 90 drops, 80 drops or 90 drops in a 5 ml bottle. It depends. And then if we use 3 drops each a day, so that's 6 drops total of oil in a capsule once per day. I'm actually going to do that more like twice a day. So again, if you already have some lavender oil or frankincense oil, and you want to use that, and you can mix and match how you want to do this pricing, okay? But so for many people, the lavender frankincense is in your starter kit, so you already have some of that, but you might need more. Okay, so just looking at that. Okay, but basically we've got these 2 tracks. We've got our personal skincare face approach, which is the ART kit, and then the Omega Gize frankincense and lavender Vitality, frankincense and lavender Vitality oils, and Omega Gize. So that's your basic. Now, to go to your 300, we're going to combine those 2. In other words, so that gets us to 210, but we're going to do the art and the omega Gi's frankincense lavender. And then here's the additional 100 that we're looking for, and that is go ahead and get some kind of lotion, whether it's this Kid Sense lotion, which is what I highly recommend, or the Genesis or Sensation, or the lavender. There's different lotions. Again, if you're toxifying your skin on a regular basis with junky lotions, you need to switch over and try this. At least try it. Okay. There's also an important need in the skin care system, or in any skin care line, to have some kind of an ointment. And the animal ointment or the rose ointment is what we've been using, but there's now brand new coming out. Has come out a much better ointment / it's called a body butter, but it kind of doubles as an ointment. It's kind of a harder thing, and you would use that in certain contexts. So this is not necessarily something you would use use up this month. You'd have it in your store for when you need it, and that's that body butter. So we're going to add the body butter in and some kind of lotion that gets us to about 50, and then if you're not stocked up on sulfurzyme, we need to replenish that sulfurzyme. It's going to be critical support for this month for the integumentary system. And if you already have enough sulfurzyme, and you haven't switched over to the lip gloss, I mean, guys, I'm sorry, this is really, a lot of this is geared for the girls. We could just sort of overlay that with, if you haven't switched over, with shaving cream and deodorant, okay, for guys. What I'm saying is you kind of look at this whole scenario and say, okay, I'm going to fill in with some of these personal care products that I need to replace. And so you can look at your value to that and where you're going to add that up. But the lip gloss has a little actually essential oil blend with it. It's the Librante lip gloss options, and there are fabulous high quality product for the lips, and that's a $39 option. So by the time you add that up and you add that back into our art and our Mega Gi's frankincense and lavender, we get over 300, just right at 300. So if you're doing the sulfurzyme track instead of the lip gloss, you'll be at 322 with all that added in. If you do the lip gloss, you're at 303. So just letting you know that those are the breakdowns. Okay, so again, what this next month is going to be is a focus on having healthy skin. I'm going to talk about the skin as an organ, what happens with the connective tissue and the lymph, and how important circulation is, and how important it is to maintain, to follow our program, our basic wellness strategy with the skin, and that's stop poisoning ourselves. That's number one. We've got to stop poisoning ourselves. You cannot be adding toxins to the skin and assuming that they don't go straight into the bloodstream and straight to the brain. And that is what happens. The stuff gets right through the skin. We'll talk a lot about transdermal absorption in the program next month. So really critical that we get that part down. Stop poisoning ourselves. This is one of those areas that it's so easy to, well, they're expensive, or I've already got these products, so I want to just use them up, and I'm like, well, I mean, how much more toxin do you want to add in? There's no other way to look at it. I'd rather do without at all and do nothing than add toxins. So just saying, that's kind of where we're at. We're at that decision point here. Are we serious about doing this wellness thing, or are we just going to pretend that this stuff doesn't matter? And it does matter. Every bit matters. So watch out for those toxins, and here's where the Young Living has really helped us have access to products that are very natural, non-toxic, and allow us to have those choices. And for us, we don't have to worry. We don't have to go and shop around and try to find something. And it used to be, before they had the lip gloss, Amy was like, I can't use this anymore. And she'd read the ingredients on these things and say, oh my gosh, and I can't name any company names, but this is supposed to be natural. Oh my gosh, this is supposed to be natural, but it has a synthetic fragrance in it. It's and so a lot of problems out there in the skincare world, and the products out there. So a lot of challenges. Young Living solves that. So again, we've got to stop poisoning ourselves. We want to flood the body with nutrients. That's where our supplement program comes in, and then we want to manage our stress, which is going to be a factor in skincare as well. Okay, but I don't want you to stress about the skincare. This is a bit challenging. Okay, I'm going to go over this again real quick. If you've already, I'm just going to repeat so you can be done with this video. But for those who want to kind of write it down again and recap it, I've got these 2 tracks for the 100 PV option. I've got the Art Skincare System, and then I've got the supplement system, Omega Gies, frankincense, and lavender. Those are those 2 tracks. This is the 100, this is the 100. If you're going to do 300, you combine those 2 and add. Make sure you have your sulfurzyme, a lotion, pick a lotion. Kid Sense lotion is the one we're going to do. And then the body butter, the new lime, coconut lime body butter. If you already have enough sulfurzyme, then you could go ahead and add the lip gloss, and that will end up being, if you go those 2 tracks, one or the other, those will end up being over 300. So we've got our option. Of course, you could put more into it if you wanted to, and that's perfectly fine. I'm just kind of keeping in the with the consistent being in the Young Living system of auto ship. We get these rewards at 100 and 300. So in case you're coming to this brand new and you're going, what are you talking about? $100 option, $300 option. So that's just in the auto ship reward program, which is very, very generous. And for me, I'm at after 24 months on it. I get the 25% back, so it's just so obvious to, like, why wouldn't I get a 25% points credit, which you never get in rewards points in any other program I've ever seen. So it's just amazing. But if you're on the Essential Rewards program and you order $100 a month, then you get all these benefits. But there's also extra products at $300, so that we've been doing these 100 and 300 options, okay? And you'll have to fill in if you want to look at the 190 option and the 250 option or whatever those different bonus points, break points are. You have to figure that out. I'll leave that to you. Okay. So like I said, we go into next month. We are not talking about beauty school. I am going to share with you information that's going to be good and helpful to keep your skin healthy, looking good. It's not just about looking good, though. We want to actually be healthy on the inside, so we're going to talk about that, okay? So that's coming up in May. For now, we're going to turn our attention back to finishing up our eliminations, discussions on elimination system for the rest of the week, and then we're already there. We're heading into May, so amazing how that happens. One day at a time. Talk to you tomorrow.